Hey, I just came back from celebrating Holi this morning, so our first day in this yoga school was quite interesting because it happened to be one of the biggest days here in India, Holi Festival, and it was quite fun. We were walking through the city, and people come and put colors on you and say Happy Holi, and you do the same with them, and people are shooting water at you. And it's very nice. It was fun. Yeah, and we all look like this now. But we also did yoga in the morning. And I guess from tomorrow on, the serious stuff will start. But it was a nice beginning to get to know everyone. Hey, it's Monday evening. I somehow managed to get the colors off my face and my body, and now I still would like to tell you what we did today in our first yoga class and what I thought about it. So I really liked our teacher. He seemed very knowledgeable, and what I liked also was that he seemed quite humble. He said, for example, this is not my knowledge, this is knowledge that I pass on so that you can pass it on, etc. And I think the most important point that I got out of it again was that yoga is about experience, and it's something you can only experience yourself. You have to practice the asanas, the breathing exercises, etc., the meditation techniques in order to know what it's about. And so, for example, he said, I'm not going to tell you, okay, this asana has this effect and this has this effect, because I want you to feel it for yourself. So you're going to do the asana and you are going to feel what it does to you. And also in terms of correction of body posture, he finds it very important that we feel into our body what feels right, what is possible, etc. So I like that. Yeah, yoga is all about experience. Then we talked a lot about nutrition, and he said that if you don't change to a healthy diet, then the yoga exercises also won't have that much of an effect. So he talked about Ayurveda. For example, he gave us some advice like when you get up in the morning, have warm water, or in general it's better to drink a bit warmer water instead of colder water. Don't drink at the same time when you're eating. Yeah, things like this. Vegetarian diet, of course, is recommended. Okay, what else? Then we did breathing exercises that are supposed to heat your body up or heat yourself up. And we did some joint movements, some simple stuff like this and like this, and well, my hands look really big like this, and like this, things like this, that are supposed to be really good for your shoulders, etc., and for your whole body. And he really emphasized how important these kind of simple movements are. Yeah. Like some movements for your head, like this, for example. Yeah. So it was a nice class. I'm excited to continue tomorrow. I really realized again how amazing this is, yoga. There's this huge knowledge base, and of course sometimes you wonder if everything is true, or maybe just some things are true, like how much of this would really show up to be true if you looked at it scientifically. But I have this feeling that there are quite a lot of things that are very true. And as he said, it's all about experience, so I'm just gonna keep on trying and see what happens and what I can experience. And maybe you want to try that too sometime. Okay, I'll go to bed because we're getting up at 6 in the morning. Yeah. I still want to show you our schedule. I just decided before I go to bed. Here it is. So we get up at 6, then from 6:30 to 6:45 we have a herbal tea, and I really love this because you know, you don't start with something kind of hard like physical exercise, but you start with something really, I mean, physical exercise can be nice too, of course, but you start with something like a self-love ritual. I almost feel, you know, you sit together with the others, have your tea, and it's just a nice start of the day. And then we do nasal cleaning, so to get your breathing passages free for the breathing exercises. I don't know if you can see it. Then we have asana class, pranayama, mantra chanting. Pranayama are like breathing exercises, simply said. Even though if some would say it is actually not about breathing, but let's just keep it like this. At 9 a.m. is breakfast. From 10 to 11 we have philosophy. 11:15 to 12:15 human anatomy, physiology and yoga. Then lunch. Then some study time, library time. 3 to 4 teaching methods and yoga nidra, which has to do is like a yoga of sleep. And 5 to 6:30 again pranayama and asana. Asana are the body positions, as I'm sure you know. And 6:30 to 7 meditation, and then dinner. And I really like this schedule. There are some other schools that have even more program where you have to kind of stay awake until 10 in the evening, and then it starts again at 6 and you don't even have a day off. And I like actually the fact that here we have at least like some time to relax in the evening, etc. And on Sundays there's no class. Yeah, I think that's good for things to settle. Okay, but now I'm really going to bed.